You thought I was gonna lose. Wrong. You thought Hillary was gonna win. Wrong. You thought the establishment owned America. Irrevocably. You thought America was lost. Wrong. We won America back. No, we didn't just win America back. We won the Western world back. We won Europe back. We won Canada back. We won everything back with one election. Can you fucking believe it? I had suppressed my joy so much that I had a little Grinch heart, like a little square, tiny little black heart. And when it said Donald Trump wins presidency, I went, yeah. And then I had to reach into my heart and find joy. And it had been trampled down so much that I had trouble screaming. It helped that everyone picked me up and was also screaming back. We had a party at a bar here in New York called Gaslight. I've actually been partying ever since. I mean, I feel bad gloating because it's not our nature. It's sort of like the patriarch is a giant sword, and we were handed back the sword, and they go, wow, you're going to be mad now. You're going to start beheading people, right? And I just sort of put it back in its sheath, and I said, no, I'll just be putting my sword here, back where it belongs, next to my armor. And if there is an issue, I will pull it out. But my only beef with this sword was that you had it for so long, and you were so bad at it. We are the champions, my friends. I like this guy just pouring a beer on his head. The Proud Boys. God, it was a fun night. And there's this funny thing happening, too, with the media, where about half of them went, this is inexplicable. I love that word, inexplicable, because it shows that you don't know how to do your job, because your job is explaining things. And secondly, you are so far away from society, which is why Trump won. The press, the pundits, the media class, excuse me, have become so separated from flyover country, as Dana Lash put it, that they can't explain what happened. And that's, ironically, why Trump won. Because you guys have been off at a tangent. I saw Huffington Post had a thing out the next day that said what to tell your children. And my favorite part of it was, tell your children that even though Trump's won, we will still be standing by disabled people. So even though Trump wants to beat up the severely handicapped, we won't let him. And what sums up the insanity of their narrative better than that? There was this guy who said, I want you to know that my gym contains a lot of different races, including a guy in a wheelchair. Congratulations. Ooh, you got me. I don't like that. I don't want people in a wheelchair to go to a gym. No way, Jose. Oh, I want all Aryan people lifting giant cement swastikas up and down. That's my America. You fucking dummies. That's what's so fun about this. And again, I know I'm contradicting myself because I say it's not our nature to gloat, but Jesus, I'm trying to make a viral video here. It's kind of irresistible. And last night in New York, people just showed up and just started yelling at the sky. Hey, I don't like what's going on. And they just literally, they yelled it up into the sky. And by the way, if you are yelling, everything that you do is wrong. If you're yelling, you want to go like this. Hey, I'm yelling. When you go like this, hey, I don't like, that doesn't help the phonics at all. Okay, ladies? Just going like this, you're not helping the sound waves get out. But they went to some random Trump building in New York, and this is, I'm using this as a little microcosm of the entire backlash against this decision, which was Democratic, P.S. And, by the way, Trump won against a cheater. She had the press on her side. She was, as James O'Keefe pointed out, she was bussing in Hispanics. She was totally playing with the numbers, and she still lost. But they go to a building that has a Trump logo on it because his brand is so successful that he licenses it out. He's not in every Trump building. You're thinking of Jesus Christ. Trump can only be at one place at one time. But no, they broadcast this laser light on his thing, on his building, and then they just go, at a building. Just like the guy who's mad that you have people in wheelchairs at your gym, and just like the guy who's mad that, oh, God, you love disabled people and your school is still open-minded. Oh, I hate that. Don't you get it? Trump was more than just a shattering of the ridiculous liberal narrative that's been going on for so long, for a quarter century. And it was Dad saying, I've had enough of this lie. And I said this, I don't want to toot my own horn, though I do. It's the invisible voter, and the invisible voter was Dads. Dads have been ignoring the political process. They've been dismayed with the way things are going. When pollsters call, they say, yeah, I'm not answering that call. I get a call from the NRA every day. I just hang up. They want money. Dads don't talk to people on the phone who aren't going to help them. This is a dad answering the phone. When he sees the number that he doesn't recognize, he has this look of disdain on his face. Who is this? Who's wasting my time? That's why the polls lied to you, because the polls were only talking to broads. And broads tend to just say whatever makes you happy, and that made the pollsters happy to say Hillary. But what was really going on here is dads were finally coming back. The silent majority, as they were called, came back and said, you know what? I finally care again because you finally got a guy. You finally have a guy who's a reality TV star. Yeah. I'm a big fan of reality. This was the reality election. What was Hillary's worst enemy? True emails that were exposed that she actually was involved with. True information, actual facts, reality. Her worst enemy was reality. And her backlash, her fight against it was, who told you that? Dads came in, and they weren't just a reboot. Like I was saying this earlier, I was saying, it was like when you call tech support and you say, they say, just remove the power supply and then plug it back in again. No, this was bigger than that. This was a paperclip in that tiny little dot. It doesn't have to be Trump, could have been anyone. And we pushed that in and got a complete reboot. The GOP will never be the same. The DNC will never be the same. The White House will never be the same. The Western world will never be the same. This is Brexit, but with Batman. Britain's a tiny little country. America just did a Brexit. And that is a huge deal because what it said to this ridiculous anti-Western narrative is, you're wrong and we've had enough of your bullshit. I gotta say, it's been about 24 hours already and I'm getting kind of tired of winning. Hi folks, that was a Rebel Media short. I have my own show on Rebel Media called How's It Going? You got to pay for that one. Check it out right here.